When was the first time you realized like you were truly that bitch?
How do I say this like and not sound big-headed?
No, absolutely. Sound big-headed. You are Sasha Colby.
I honestly always knew it, like at a very young age. I was just waiting for the world to catch up.
Period.
Hey them, it's Sasha Colby, and I'm here to drag Vivian Wilson. Oh.
Oh my God. What is the goddess's vision?
All right, so like, you know, she's a model.
Yes.
She's in fashion. So I'm thinking like high fashion, like 70s,
Oh, okay.
80s, fun little lines made of hair. Because I mean,
I have a biological bust down.
you do have a biological bust down. But I'm gonna give you the Sasha Colby snatch.
Yeah.
So what was your like first introduction to drag?
I do wish it wasn't the TV show, but it was, obviously. I mean, like, I am 21, so I feel like that's reasonable. No, I heard people in my QSU, which was Christian Union, talking about this drag queen named Jujubee, and I was like, who is that?
Jujubee?
Yeah.
She's everyone's first. She's been on a lot of franchises, so
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I can feel the tightness of this.
Yes,
It's
the snatch is snatching.
Yeah, it's very snatched. So what was your first introduction to drag?
I feel like I was 18, no 17. I snuck into a 18 and over bar in
Oh my.
Hawaii.
How scandalous.
I know, to watch this drag show. And it was just like the best that Hawaii had to offer. It was trans
Nice.
drag. It was a lot of dancing. Like, I remember this beautiful woman was doing the hula, and it was
Oh,
just...
I love that.
I was like, sign me up.
Yeah.
So I literally took like hormones right after that.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because I was like, oh, you could be a drag queen and
A trans
be
woman.
trans? And
Yes.
now we're going to bring this in the back.
My hair keeps
Since
getting
you have so
worse.
much hair, I have to like
Sorry.
never apologize for your beauty,
Oh,
darling.
goodness.
And now we're just going to go in the makeup, and then we can finish up the hair after we give you this drag mug. Okay, like besides the obvious, not because I'm in the room, but
Well,
like,
it's her, though.
who's your favorite drag queen? Like, who do you enjoy?
It's you.
Well,
I was asked to put down, like, who's your hero on an application, and I wrote your name. Before I met you.
that is
I know I'm
hilarious.
here. This is actually mega coconuts. Sasha, Colby, who are your favorite drag queens?
Ooh, who are my favorite drag queens? Okay.
Or drag kings?
Like,
Or drag royals?
drag royal.
Or drag
I
monsters.
do love a Landon cider.
I love Landon.
I love my daughter, Bitch Pudding.
Oh, she's your daughter?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Dragula. Winner of Dragula. She's
Season 2.
incredible. As far as like drag race girls, who I think is amazing and I would not want to go up against them would be Kennedy Davenport.
Oh my God, yes.
For sure. Like she's the ultimate for me.
She is like the Simone Biles of drag.
Yes, I noticed when you're on your videos, your social media, and you're serving it to the camera like you were doing your runway walks. I was like, oh, she's been making sure that she's ready to do so if she has to.
Well, yeah. In my mind, I like lip sync all the time, like alone in my room. I am very that.
What's your favorite lip sync song?
Oh my God. Like when I'm like alone in my room, just like vibing and just like giving it all to the stuffed animals on my bed.
Yes.
I like trashy Europop. That's like
Word.
my favorite thing. Erica Vickman.
Okay, I need to Spotify these.
Erica Vickman like makes like Finnish songs, and I don't speak Finnish, but I can lip sync in Finnish.
I love that.
Yeah.
I can kind of like, because of Selena, I can kind of lip sync in Spanish, but I shouldn't be talking in Spanish.
Yeah.
I think I modeled myself after like a fierce girl, my best friend Lindsay, who was my friend in high school.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, and she was just like that really hot girl in school that I was like obsessed over. The boys were teasing me because I was like way too feminine, and we kind of just became these like inseparable friends. But I noticed like when I transitioned, like my idea was to like not be a girl and like not be trans, but like be my best friend Lindsay.
I wanted to look like blonde bust down Bayonetta, but ultimately I don't know if I succeeded in that goal. But I haven't even played Bayonetta. I just think she's like really cunty. This is a video game character.
Okay,
Yeah.
hot.
They're gonna make fun of you for not knowing that.
Yes, for sure.
I don't really know for a drag name, like what, I don't really have any. I do kind of want to like one and done it. Because I feel like people
Yeah, I
change
don't want to
their
keep
name.
on changing.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
That's
I've
the
changed
hard
my
part.
name enough times. I'm trans, okay?
The one time was enough. Yeah, I never did.
It was like 3 times.
Oh, really?
Last name?
Okay.
I used to go by my middle name. And then
like-
Vivian. 3 basic white girl names. There was a video game character named
Okay.
Vivian. It was from this like game called Paladins.
Like, it's very adult and proper, and I love that.
It also means alive. Which,
Just taught me something.
so how did you get the name Sasha Colby?
Well, Colby.
You're from the house of Colby, right?
Yeah, Colby's like looking for me. Yeah, Colby's my drag mama from Hawaii. I also just wanted like a what I thought was exotic, like an exotic like Eastern European model.
Is Sasha an exotic name?
I mean, like for a Hawaiian, yeah.
You know what? Actually, that's fair.
I've always wanted to be like a strong, like fuck off,
Yeah.
bad bitch that like you'll fall in love with her, but she might
Kill you.
Kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like a siren.
Yes.
Yeah. When was the first time you realized like you were truly that bitch?
How do I say this like and not sound big-headed?
No, absolutely. Sound big-headed. You are Sasha fucking Colby.
I honestly always knew it, like at a very young age. I was just waiting for the world to catch up.
Period.
Okay, we're gonna do the crucial eyeliner. We're gonna go on this journey together, all right?
Yes. Has it been like challenging for you as like a trans woman who does drag?
It was hard when I moved to LA because I came from, Hawaii was pretty trans drag, and there was space for trans women in there, and like a lot of like trans men doing drag in Hawaii. When I moved here actually to LA with the intention of wanting to get on Drag Race, like a lot of my continental sisters was like, oh, like girl, they don't feature the dolls there, like how are you gonna do it? And I was like, I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Well, you are Sasha Colby.
By hook or by crook, but
Did you like know like you were gonna get on?
no, actually I didn't. I didn't really
Really?
feel safe to like even audition because I never saw anyone like me that went far until I saw like Sonique actually go back for All Stars and win. And I saw Got Mick, a trans masked band doing
Drag.
femme drag.
Yeah. Well, I grew up in the age of the internet. There's a lot of YouTubers were like my first like introduction to the trans experience. Natalie Wynn, Abigail Thorne, Kat Black. A lot of like video essays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are the icons.
Yeah. Of like modern trans internet.
Yeah, love that.
What is one thing that like younger trans people like myself should like understand?
I feel like you're really good at understanding your history, but I would like to see a lot more community building with the generations of trans.
Yeah.
I get really moved when I go home to Hawaii and we have like these big like beach parties, and it's like 4 generations of trans women,
I love
trans
that.
people, and you just look around and these are the women that raised me, and then these are the up and coming youth that we get to like be an example for. So I really think like community is so important. Know the girls that came before you,
Exactly.
and honor those girls. I love
Yes.
like watching like the New York ball scenes and seeing them honor like the legends and the icons.
Yeah.
Like, we take for granted when we see, a lot of representation, so we got to remember that it wasn't always like this.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, this is crunchy.
Yes, we are shellacked.
Oh, what the fuck? This is so weird.
Drag is weird. Okay, close your eyes for a moment. Yeah, just relax and close. My coming out story, I was pretty much outed by the nosy people in my church.
Oh, shit.
And they were pretty much telling my family that I was gay and I was hanging around with all these like people at nightclubs and stuff. How did they know? Y'all were at the club.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Exactly. Wait, hold on.
Yes.
It takes one to know one.
Yeah. So I kind of was forced to come out
Damn.
as trans. Ran away from home
Oh,
before so I wouldn't get beat up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and when I was a safe distance and an ocean away, I came out, and yeah, my parents were really not, well with it. They're older too. Like they kept on thinking that they did something wrong. Like, oh, what did we do wrong to make you like this? And I was like, nothing. Actually, you did everything right, surprisingly. But like, you taught me how to have a good moral compass and how to go for what I wanted and not listen to anybody else.
Oh, hell no.
I'm doing this because I literally cannot stand the skin I'm in, and if I don't, I'm gonna scream. I already told you, like, I'm a bit of a scaredy cat when it comes to, like, sometimes saying my truth. How does it feel to, like, have so much kickback on the online community from, like, just, the other side?
Well, the other side is usually wrong. So, I mean, they're wrong about most things. So if they talk about me in a negative light, that usually means I'm doing something correct.
What did Trixie say? Well, God isn't real.
God isn't real, and I am. Yes.
Okay, so, I mean, you are red hot right now, right? You're blowing up on TikTok. You're all over the place. How does it feel like?
My friends like read me to filth on a constant basis, which helps me not get too big of an ego.
What are some like bucket list goals you want to do for like career wise? Like, let's say modeling.
I
Let's
wanna, like-
manifest it right now. Let's send it on to the
I
universe.
wanna walk runway, obviously. Like,
Dream runway, dream designer.
Schiaparelli.
Schiaparelli.
I love Schiaparelli.
Love Schiaparelli. It's incredible.
You talk a lot about like manifestation. So.
Yeah. A lot. And it worked for Drag Race.
Yeah, I mean, hello.
I've always been a heavy manifester. I've just been kind of aware how much power we have. I realized that my focus was always focusing on looking at the world in a scary place and as somewhere that I had to be fearful of. And once I realized that the world is my playground and that I can make the world that I want and really like believe it, fucking believe it.
Period.
When no one else and everyone is telling you different. There's no other option but for it to manifest. That unshakable belief that like everything will always work out. So now we are pretty much done with the glam. I'm gonna finish the hair. But I wore this hair for when I did the entrance.
Yeah, no, I recognized it immediately.
Yes, it was my Hawaiian
Is this
goddess
the same
hair.
one?
It is the same one.
Oh shit,
yeah.
this is history.
You've got history on you.
Yeah, this is crazy.
But I mean, you already have like a beautiful bust down.
Yes,
so I was like,
the
what am I gonna
biological bust
do?
down. Oh my god.
Like you're in drag, you know.
It is really weird seeing myself without the biological butt down.
Ow.
Well, especially
Pain is beauty,
pain is beauty.
and I'm in a lot of pain.
So she was really beautiful.
The biological bust out is crying. My head feels so heavy.
And this is
So
my
heavy.
lighter hair.
This is your lighter
This
hair?
is my lighter hair. Okay, I'm gonna
Girl.
keep that right here.
I can barely move. How did you do this? How do
For
you
hours.
perform in this?
For hours. You're looking at names still. So.
Yeah. I feel like I would just like keep Vivian. Because like,
I
I
feel
already
like Vivian is such a
It's
like a
comfy.
fierce name.
Yeah, like I already chose it.
I was feeling that.
Yeah.
Like you did have a journey coming to that name.
Yeah.
Like Sasha's like me on stage and off stage.
Yeah.
Okay, well this is your gown. This
And
is I wanted like this like 70s disco moment.
Okay.
Let me see what this looks like on a model body. All right, go get it. Let's see this glam, baby. Bringing to the stage her first time in drag. Let's hear it for her with her new drag name, Vivian Colby. Mama. Look at our golden bronze copper goddess. Sounds
I see it.
like money.
It does.
It's giving Cher, it's giving Halston, it's giving, I mean, Jerry Hall. How do you feel, Mama?
I feel great. I feel gorgeous. I feel like a lioness.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
love that.
I am in so much unbelievable pain right now.
That she's doing
I
drag
can
right.
Barely move.
That's why a lot of the girls, they look really angry because it hurts. Drag
It really
hurts.
does. Like, holy fuck. I can feel every single follicle on my scalp. They're all screaming in
Yay.
pain.
Thank you all so much for joining us. It's your favorite drag queen's favorite drag queen with her new favorite drag queen. Give it up for Vivian Colby. Take a spin, honey.
Sure.
Yay!
Oh, I hit the thing. So much. Thank you so
love
much.
you so much.
You're an
Beautiful.
icon. Yes.
Period.
Hey.